In this video, we're going to write a C++ program to find the third angle of a triangle when we're given the first two angles of the triangle from user input. So we know that the angles of a triangle need to add up to 180 degrees. So angle 3 plus angle 2 plus angle 1 is going to be equal to 180. So assuming that the user is going to give us angle 1 and angle 2, we could rearrange this equation to solve for angle 3. We could move angle 1 over to the right-hand side of the equation, and we would have 180 minus angle 1. We could move angle 2 over to the right-hand side of the equation, and we would have minus angle 2. And this is how we could calculate angle 3 if we had angle 1 and angle 2. So let's actually just change this into a C++ statement. We'll assign to a variable called angle 3 that's going to be a double the result of 180 minus angle 1 minus angle 2. Next, we'll create variables for angle 1 and angle 2, and we'll prompt the user to enter values for angle 1 and angle 2. So we'll have double angle 1, angle 2. We'll prompt the user with cout, enter angle 1. We'll take what the user enters and we'll store it into angle 1 with cin and angle 1. Then we'll have cout, enter angle 2 to prompt the user for angle 2. Then we'll have cin, angle 2 to store what the user enters into the angle 2 variable. So I'll fix this typo here with this extra t, and then we can output angle 3. We can have cout, angle 3, colon, and we'll output the computed angle 3 value followed by an end line. And if we save, compile, and run our program, I can enter in, let's say, 45 for angle 1, 45 for angle 2, and we get that angle 3 is 90 degrees. So this program right here would be enough to solve the problem. One thing we could add though is input validation. So right now, we're not checking to see if angle 1 and angle 2 make sense as triangle angle values. So for example, if we save, compile, and run our program here, and I enter in 200 for angle 1 and 300 for angle 2, we get that angle 3 is negative 320 degrees. That doesn't really make any sense. What we could do is check to make sure that angle 1 and angle 2 are within valid ranges before computing angle 3. So we could have if angle 1 is greater than 0 and angle 1 is less than 180. And this would check to make sure if angle 1 is within a valid range. We could do the same thing with angle 2. So I'm going to put this whole thing in brackets. Then I'm going to have another and to check another condition. And I'll have angle 2 greater than 0 and angle 2 is less than 180. I can do one more check. Angle 1 and angle 2, when added together, should be less than 180 degrees. So we'll have one more check. We'll say and angle 1 plus angle 2 is less than 180. Otherwise, angle 3 could be negative or 0. So we'll have this check. And if this check is okay, then we'll compute angle 3 and output angle 3. Otherwise, we'll output that angle 1 or angle 2 are invalid. So we'll say angle 1 and or angle 2 are invalid, followed by an end line. Now if we save, compile, and run our program, and we put in invalid values, like for example, 200 and 300, we get angle 1 and or angle 2 are invalid. We can make our programs more reliable when we add in input validation like this. So this is how we can calculate the third angle of a triangle using C++. Check out portfoliocourses.com, where we'll help you build a portfolio that will impress employers.